A large-scale multinational military exercise, called Astral Knight 2024 (AK-24), kicked off in Europe on Monday. The exercise focuses on enhancing integrated air and missile defense (IAMD) capabilities and strengthening security across the region. AK-24, which runs until May 18, is U.S. European Command's USAFE-AFAFRICA premier IAMD exercise and part of the Department of Defense's broader exercise program, Large-Scale Global Exercise 2024. The exercise involves nearly 5,000 personnel from 6 allied nations and more than 50 aircraft. For allied nations, Lithuania, Poland, the UK, and the US provided aircraft for the exercise. Other participating nations include Denmark and Greece, which will follow elements of the exercise, enhancing allied interoperability across the Baltic region. Enhancing collective defense. Astral Knight demonstrates the collective defense capabilities of allies and NATO partners across Europe, said General James Hecker, commander of U.S. Air Forces in Europe, Africa Air Force and NATO Allied Air Command. By encouraging early collaboration and integration in air and missile defense efforts among USAFE-AFAFRICA and NATO nations, we are enhancing our ability to effectively deter and respond to common threats. IAMD involves a coordinated approach to protect allied military forces and critical assets from air and missile attack, ensuring they can operate freely. Recent conflicts, such as in Ukraine and Israel, have highlighted the importance of rapid detection and response to air threats. Multi-layered defense system. USAFE-AFAFRICA has enhanced the IAMD system by combining offensive and defensive measures to create a comprehensive allied force. Multi-domain and multi-layered defenses are used to counter various threats, both passively, camouflage, concealment, deception, and actively, integrating kinetic and non-kinetic defense systems. The last layer of IAMD is Air Base Air Defense, ABAD, which protects allied bases from attack. The defense of major operating bases, such as Ramstein Air Base, must consider and prepare to counter the proliferation of cruise missiles and drones. ABAD prioritizes the need to continuously improve how NATO allies defend their key operating bases against current threats. Improving situational awareness. During exercise AK-24, participating nations will focus on improving movement, maneuverability, and integration between U.S. forces, NATO allies, and other partners. USAFE-AFAFRICA has invested in advanced sensor, radar, and surveillance technologies to develop a comprehensive and accurate picture of common situational awareness. Collaboration with NATO allies, such as AK-24, strengthens collective defense capabilities across the European region and allows the US and allies to test command and control relationships. Through early collaboration and integration of allied air and missile defense efforts, USAFE-AFAFRICA and NATO nations effectively deter and respond to threats. AK-24 will include focused flying and combat operations in Poland and the Baltic states. This exercise demonstrates the commitment of the US and NATO allies to maintaining security and stability in the European region. Flying in combat operations, demonstrating security commitment. Exercise Astral Knight 2024 (AK-24) will include flying in combat operations focused in Poland and the Baltic states. This is an important part of the exercise, where forces from different countries will work together in simulating realistic air and ground combat scenarios. AK-24's flying in combat operations will involve various types of aircraft, including fighter jets, bombers, and transport aircraft. Forces from different countries will work together to perform various missions, such as reconnaissance and surveillance. Aircraft will conduct reconnaissance missions to gather information about the enemy and its movements. Airstrikes. Warplanes will attack enemy targets on the ground and in the air. Closed air support. Fighters will provide close air support to ground forces, assisting them in combat. Airlift. Transport aircraft will transport troops and equipment to the required locations. AK-24 flying in combat operations will be a demonstration of the strength and capabilities of the U.S. military and NATO allies. The exercise demonstrates their strong commitment to maintaining security and stability in the European region. More than just military training. AK-24 is not just another military exercise. They also have important symbolic significance. By conducting exercises in Poland and the Baltic states, the US and NATO allies are demonstrating their strong support for these countries and their commitment to protecting them from external aggression. The exercise is also a clear message to Russia, which has committed aggression against Ukraine. AK-24 shows that the US and NATO allies are prepared to defend themselves and their allies from any threat. Conclusion: strengthening European security and stability. Exercise Astral Knight 2024, AK-24, has been a great success. It has enhanced collective defense capabilities and strengthened security in the European region. AK-24 also demonstrated the strong commitment of the US and NATO allies to work together against common threats. The exercise has delivered several key benefits, including increased interoperability. Forces from different countries have learned to work together more effectively, improving their interoperability in military operations. Advancing defense technology. The latest defense technologies have been tested and evaluated, driving innovation and the development of more advanced systems. Promoting international cooperation. Cooperation between the US and NATO allies, as well as other partners, has been strengthened. Raising public awareness. Public awareness of the importance of collective defense and regional security has increased. AK-24 is an important step towards maintaining security and stability in Europe. The exercise demonstrates that the US and NATO allies are prepared to meet a wide range of threats and work together to protect the region. Looking ahead. The success of AK-24 is a strong foundation for future cooperation. The US and NATO allies must continue to work together to improve their collective defense capabilities and counter evolving threats. Exercises like AK-24 are critical to ensuring security and stability in Europe for years to come.